was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care. He passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck. What sucks is one.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Taken in by Franklin. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. The Broncos at 7-4 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Once more with Harvey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The point after is good. And it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. You look at this Bronco defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I.
they've got to be consistent.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception they threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Broncos' 5-yard line.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer there to make the grab. And the Bills are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well, and let the opponent deal with that.
On first down, back to Harvey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was brought down by
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 37 yards. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Show a first and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31.
319.
To throw, it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns. touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen now looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A short throw to Ingram. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route.
Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Allen going to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Touchdown! Josh Palmer with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Juju Brents. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now Allen. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen.
Right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
And the Bills first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Allen.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Cook running right. And the lane closes out quickly as they get about 3 down to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Allen. And complete. Right side to Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game.
So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
That is caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Josh Palmer
from 13 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Captain.
Again, it's Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Regular. Done. Middle.
Now Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry for Davis. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Handoff, running left is Davis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Remember in preseason when we're going to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen going to run with it. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Nix to the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On the handoff, Harvey.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready, 37, 37.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And shutting him off now open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Harvey. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards in the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and if the offensive line has executed well today.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Alert, alert, alert.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now it's Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And it's a over and over. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on 1st down. And all the way home for a Bronco score. R.J. Harvey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead is up to 15 now. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now 3rd down and 7. On play action, here's Nix. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. This will be caught at Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Allen maybe with a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Allen. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
To throw is Allen.
And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game.
Bills 35.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 3rd down, Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Once more with Harvey.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead
New York.